friends. Oh my goodness, it has been a while. So I touched on that briefly before, that I had 3 trips this month. 3! Like, who does that to themselves? Okay, one was unplanned, one was planned like way in advance. The Bachelorette, that's one I just got back from. It was actually in Texas, and I got this cute little Austin, Texas sweatshirt. If you guys have never been to Austin, Texas, I've been to Texas but never Austin. We had such a good time there. As you can kind of tell, I've lost my voice. There was 22 of us girls. Yeah, 22 of us. The bride is an absolute bombshell. So everywhere we went, people were like, woo, like, oh my God. Anyways, we had a great time. I'm so happy to be back home. And that's why I missed the last 2 weeks on my videos. I was recording stuff like I've been reading Queen of Shadows. I'm now on like chapter 85, and I think there's like 88 chapters or something like that. Like, I have like barely any left. And so I'm not fully done with that, and I would have finished that yesterday, but it's okay. Anyway, so I'm reading that right now, and I was filming stuff for like the last one. Let's see, what is that? Crown of Midnight. So I was reading that one prior, and I was recording stuff for that one, but I don't know, it seemed a little jumbled, and I was kind of like, I took you guys with me to the mall, and I was like recording stuff like the outfits that I got for the Bachelorette, and it's just like none of the videos are really going well together. So I had stuff, but I just didn't end up posting it. I didn't love it. Anyway, so now I'm finally sitting down to talk with you guys, and today's video I'm just going to go ahead and do a recap of the books that I read or listened to in March, since now it's April 1st. Oh my God, April 1st. No. Oh, April Fool's Day. Is today April Fool's Day? It's the 1st today. Am I? Okay, yeah. I think so. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so first, let's see, what did I read first? I read Never Lie by Frida McFadden. I think this was the first book that I finished. I got it at Costco, so that's why there's a sticker up on the top. Why did they put it on the front? Like, why can't they at least put it on the back? Who knows? I enjoyed this book. Like, it was very easy for me to get through. This is my first Frida McFadden book. I already purchased, what is it? The Roommate? No, The Housemaid or something like that. The Housewife or The Housemaid or The Maid? The Housemaid? Something like that. I purchased that prior, but I read this one first. I liked it. A large chunk of this book, I was like, oh, I know what's going on. Like, but then like thinking at the same time, no way it's that obvious. So I spent a lot of the book like thinking I thought I knew what was going on, but I knew nothing. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It didn't hold my attention like the other one, that other thriller that I really liked. Like, I really liked The Silent Patient. What's the other one that The Perfect Marriage. Really, really liked that one. But this one, it was just like a 3.5. Like, I rated this one a 3.5. It was a good read. I just don't know if it's like amazing, like, you know what I mean? I never felt like scared or anything, so that's good. I don't like sometimes when I'm reading like a book and it makes me feel like scared. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a little baby, but it was a good book. It was nice and short. Let's see, how many pages was this? Like just under 300, 292. Oh, and you know what this book has at the back? It has reading group guide. Like, that's kind of cool. Look, it has like questions and stuff that you can go over with like a group of people and answer. That's pretty cool. I like that. So I kind of read through those like as I was done, or after I finished the book, and I really enjoyed that. That was cool. But yeah, 3.5, Never Lie, Frida McFadden. Let's see, next, Air of Fire. That was the one, not Crown of Midnight. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, yeah, I read this one too. God, it's like they all start to mesh together because I haven't stopped. I like just read one after the other. And this one, okay, so this one's cool because they use like Air of Fire, like the title is used in the book, and I thought that was really cool. Anyways, we meet Rowan in this one, and oh my God, he's like, you know, like that enemy kind of, not, it's like enemies, but not, like he's like this very cold, just, he serves this other queen, and I absolutely love the way they describe him. So he's got like the tattoo down the face, he's got the blonde hair, and he's basically like teaching her how to like hone her magic because she has absolutely no idea what she's doing. She doesn't know like how to shift, like she shifts forms, like she thinks that she can't even do it. And Rowan is like this centuries, like he's been around for centuries, warrior. We love a warrior. And basically, I don't know, they're just like the way that they're banter, they'll make fun of each other, and I it's a good time. I had a great time reading this. At the end of this, like, shit gets a little crazy and it takes you right into the next book. I don't want to say any spoilers. I really enjoyed this. Like, these books are pretty long and I get through them fairly quickly, and I don't feel like I'm ever like bored reading them, like wishing this chapter would be over. Oh, I will say, I think it is this one. They start introducing us to the witches, and every chapter that was a witch chapter in the beginning of this one, or it might have been Crown of Midnight, but I think it was this one. And I'm just like, oh, like I don't care about the witches, but now I care about the witches. Because now I'm on Queen of Shadows and I'm almost done with it, and I love the witches, okay? We love the witches. Anyways, so in the beginning when they brought up the witches, I wasn't really for them. I was bored when I would read those chapters, but obviously that's kind of just like the world building, you know, learning new characters and stuff. So I just didn't think I'd be learning new characters like this far into the series. I'm like on book 5. But so that was kind of difficult, but I do very much love all the different characters. But this one, I'd have to say, so this series so far hasn't given me like a 5-star feeling. Like ACOTAR, I was obsessed, you guys, like obsessed. I really want to reread it. But I'm not getting, I like really, really love them. I really do. Like, I love the characters and stuff. I love the story, but I'm not like obsessed like how I was before yet. So like this book was a 4, probably 4.25. Yeah, like this is a good time. Really enjoyed this. Heir of Fire, 4.25. And then next I had listened to an audiobook. I'll put it up here somewhere. A Court This Cruel and Lovely. I don't even remember the author's name, but I'll post it when I put the book up. So I listened to this one on audiobook, and I listened to it like every day on the way to work, on the way back, at the gym, how I normally do with my audiobooks. And I really enjoyed this book, but it was kind of difficult because I was also reading like the paperback of Heir of Fire while I was listening to like the audiobook, and I was kind of getting like some of the storylines confused, like, oh shit, like whose parents stole them at birth? No, not this one. Like, who has the magical powers? You know, like, anyways, it was kind of hard to read like 2 fantasies at the same time. Don't recommend that, but I did enjoy it. I didn't really love it. I don't know. He called her Wildcat, like the 2 love interests, like he called her Wildcat. Like, I don't like that. I mean, it was a little cringy to me. I don't know. I wasn't about it. But it was a good story. It held my attention all throughout. And I think it's like a series. There must be more books because the way that the first one had ended, it's like, oh, wow, shit's about to go down now. And I need to know more. I just don't know if I want to start reading it right away. It's definitely not like a low star book. Like, I enjoyed this book a lot. I just don't think it's like amazing. So probably like a 3.5. Like, I had a good time, just not like the best fantasy book that I've ever read. And then I listened to another audiobook, The Many Lies of Lara Love. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I'll post it right here. The Many Lies of Lara Love. And oh my God, you guys, this book, I don't know what made me choose this book. I think I went on Audible and I just selected like best books of 2024 or you know, books on New York Times best-selling books. And this one popped up, and I think it's a autobiography. Basically, she tells us about her life. So her name is Lara Love Hardin. And the way that this book just starts, it's deep, it's heavy, it's raw, and she just tells you everything just exactly how it is. And so this lady was a heroin addict. So it actually, like, her story starts with her, like, being really into books, which is like, oh God. No, but like, so she used to read the same book like over and over and over, and she says like she craved that escapism, like just she wanted to just escape her life. Like, I felt very like emotional just listening to the first few chapters of this book. I was driving home from work, and it is deep, and yeah, I don't recommend it for the weak, but like, it's an amazing story. So I was coming home from work when I just said that, but I was coming home from work that day that I started reading or listening to this book. And when I got home, I just wanted to run in and just hug my baby because, oh my God, I can't imagine what it would feel like to be addicted to something so harmful to our bodies, but just like listening to her read her own life story and like these mistakes that she's made, like she's just putting it all out there, and I very much enjoyed this book. She went to jail for a year. She had 32 felonies. She said she only committed maybe like 4 or 5 of those, but like had to plead guilty to all 32 in order to get out of that time in prison. And oh my God, I just finished it, 2 days ago? I was like fiending for this book. Like I wanted to know what happened next. Okay, what happened next? She was married to, her husband's name at the time was DJ, and they had both went to jail together. They had a baby. He was 3 years old, and she was using, and it's just so sad, you guys, but it was such a good book. Like, don't make me feel, this isn't me saying don't read it. Like, it was such a good book. I really enjoyed it. And I think also what made me pick it was on Oprah's book list. Book list? Yeah, something like that. Oprah's book club. I don't know. It was a really good story. Very inspirational. This woman went on to be like a best-selling author. It was just cool to read about. Like, she bounced back, and now she lives on 7 acres. She's married with Sam, is her husband's name, and they have been married for over a decade, and it's just a really cool story. Really, really beautiful story, and I hope I can convince you guys all to read it because it's really good. And then last for the month was Queen of Shadows. I actually still have like 2 chapters left, but all the like really big stuff, I don't know, there might be some more really crazy stuff hit here at the end, but wow. I feel like that's all I need to say about this book. I don't even know. Yeah, it's like, wow, I still have 3 more books to go, and I'm like, and the other ones are really thick, like thicker than this, and no, but I'm definitely excited to keep reading. Like, I'm so happy this isn't over. But I'm like, oh my God, what else is going to happen? Because so much just happened. So much just happened in this book. But I'm super happy with where we're at. Like, so many good things just happened at the end of this book, and I love that. I don't know whose dog is barking. I don't have a dog. I can hear a dog barking. It's probably my neighbor's. But like, why is he over here? Anywho. Alright, you guys, those are all the books that I read in March. Anyways, you guys, I might put a few little snippets from my trips, because they were so much fun. And I'll see you guys next week. I'm going to try to post another extra one because I missed 2 weeks in a row. But I will see you guys then. I'm so happy to be back. Bye, friends.